The major difference between a good player and a great player is how well do you understand the game, which is why we came up with our basketball IQ quizzes that will help you make better reads. So get your notebooks out. Make sure you guys are looking at this video again and again to build pattern recognition. Study it like your basketball career depends on it. In this video, we'll be watching one of the best point guards in the country, along with several high major recruits. Now, the point guard decides to drive. He's in the paint. What decision should he make? This is what elite decision makers could do every single play down. So he does his job. He draws in multiple people, and he has two wide open people here in the paint. If he gets it off on time, these are easy passes, but instead he jump passes, which takes too long, and guys are getting their hand on it. Make sure you stay grounded and you're making good passes unless you already know where that ball is going. Timing matters. Now, the first thing you guys are going to see a lot in this video is watch how Nas constantly attacks in transition and secondary breaks. He's hitting the defense off guard, and that allows him to attack the paint. Now, what should he do here? Now, as soon as he attacks the paint here, they look like they have a mini breakdown, and he ends up pegging it to the corner. Perfect pass. Guy just missed a shot. Great idea there, and that's going to serve him. Guy comes off the pick and roll here. This is when you could tell how raw people are. He's drawn two. Now, what should he do in this situation? He's done his job here. The ball should be out of his hands and going back to the big. Instead, he dribbles too much and ends up having a very sloppy turnover. Once again, Nas moving in transition. This is how you create uncomfortable positions for the defense. He attacks before they're set, and now he's drawn two. Who should he pass it to? Now, he has collapsed the defense right about here. You should already know who's going to be open on this play. He's got 2 to 3 people that he could pass the ball to. Now it's who has the easiest shot. He picks the right person. He's able to draw a foul. That's a great play right there. Right to a big, high percentage shot, and he gets to the free throw line. Act early, young PGs. But our biggest drop of the year is coming today, October 10th, 2025. And this is called Foundational Workouts. It's going to give you all the foundational workouts you need for 8 weeks, guys. And it's going to give you the ability to train by yourself and give you something you can go back to again and again. You guys really need to check this ebook out. It's affordable. It costs less than a training session with your favorite trainer. So check it out, guys. And also go to our website. We have a ton of really cool things on there, a lot of cool services, our basic video evaluations, our TikTok evaluations, premium evaluations as well. Each level gives you certain things. Basic video evaluations look a lot like our TikTok evaluations, so that's really awesome. It can help out a lot of kids out there. Obviously, we have our TikTok evaluations where you can get seen by coaches from our TikTok. Yes, we have a lot of coaches and other players that, you know, maybe you can get in contact with, but at worst, you get evaluated, you learn something new about your game. Our premium evaluation is elite, okay? It's going to give you all the blueprint you need. It's going to come with some workout stuff. It's going to come with just a lot of really cool stuff, so check it out. But back to our video, we have a lot of talented players in this game, but we still have a lot of bad plays kids just consistently make. You see this drive, where should the ball be going? What is the issue on this play? Well, this is what you see from a lot of guys who are trying to turn into guards. They dribble the ball too much and they're trying to show their handle when they need to get off the ball. That corner pass should have been thrown already. Instead, he goes right into 2 people, doesn't notice the help, and the ball gets stripped. As a guy who's transitioning to more of, a guard, you have to see the help. In this situation, a lot of kids get blocked because they don't watch the trailer. You have to know before you start a Euro that people are probably trailing you, and you have to have a sense of who is behind you. So in this situation, he gets blocked by the guy trailing him. The guy that was right in front of him never even mattered. Understanding where the help is and how to sense that out is really important and crucial to being a really good player. Once again, though, we have an issue of rawness. So where should he drive in this situation? Where is the open hand? Where is the place he could get a basket from? Now, if you guys said the right side, you're wrong. He has a guy waiting for him to help. He can't really finish his drive here, and he shoots a really bad shot. Should have went left instead. He would have had much more space, and he would probably finish towards the middle. Now, on this play, what should he do? It's a very simple problem that I see with a lot of kids where they rush in transition. Now, Trevor Ariza's son, Taj, makes a decision here where he's moving a little too fast. He does not have numbers at this point. So he should bounce it back out to the outside and let his middle trailers cut down. One of them would be open. And this ends up being into, it looks like a bad decision here when he should have slowed down and wait for his other players to catch up so he can make a good decision. Now, where should he drive in this situation? He's got a right side, left side. Which way would you look at driving, or would you look to pass in this situation? Now, you see the right-hand drive here. He starts going, bang. The guy to the left is wide open. If he makes a simple pass right here, that's an easy shot. Instead, he does a left hand behind the back that turns it over. You have to be able to make smart decisions, and that's what this guy Taj does pretty regularly. Which way should he drive? Now, anytime if you watched our videos and it's a side screen and roll, you should look to deny or go to the right side where away from the defense. And that's what he does. He denies it. Now, where should he pass it? If you guys said the corner pass, you were absolutely right. He waited too long. His timing was a little slow on the processing, but he still got it through a very good delivery pass, and his guy ends up getting a wide open shot. Now, this is a pick and pop situation. I want you to really watch what happens wrong in this situation. Is it the guard's fault or is it the big's fault? You should already be able to tell based on the big's position in this part. You can see he comes and he starts going up when he should have went away because two guys are on the ball. He should have spaced out the floor, and then he would just have to catch and shoot. Instead, he makes a terrible decision to go to the ball and then takes a really tough one dribble pull up that ends up getting blocked. Bigs, you have to be smart on this pick and pop situation. Now, the guard goes around this pick and roll. What should have been his read? Where should he have passed it to? I'll let you think about that. Write that down if you need to. But the pick and roll comes here, perfect. He comes tight off the roll, and he should have hit the middle right here. He should have hit a pocket pass, bounce pass right there. It would have broken down the defense. Then if he doesn't get a wide open duck, he could hit one of the corners on the outside. Instead, he holds the ball too long and gives it to somebody who takes a contested shot. Now, these are one of those reads that higher level guys would not be able to see and think that was a good play, but it was not. Now, Nas makes a great drive, early offense. Where should he pass it to? Or should he finish? Now, he does a good job at attacking the big. He's using his read step here. As soon as he sees that he could attack and get in the paint, he has one option here he could have already hit. But he also can hit the corner. He decides to hit the corner instead, and the guy misses, but it's a really good read from him. Now, this is another raw play from Christian Collins, who's really talented, but I want you to watch the guard here. I want you to watch what should he do in this situation. Should he spot up, be ready to shoot, or should he move? This is very important for you guys to learn if you want to be a better player, how to move off the ball. But you can see he's picking the ball up. He's low-key dribbled the ball too much. Ball starts flying everywhere, but the guard makes a great backdoor cut. He engages the big. He notices that the big cannot guard him to the left. He uses his offhand and finishes it. When you see your guy getting that much attention, a cut is always great. Now, what should the guard do in this situation? This is Taj Arena. Should he drive right? Should he drive left? Or should he shoot? Well, just like I always tell you guys, if it's a side pick and roll situation, that sideline will be open. And you see it opened up the entire defense, and now he can make a great pass, which he does. He was looking toward the easiest look. He hits the guy cutting, ends up being an easy basket right in front of the rim. Now, I want you guys to watch this drive by Nas. What did he do wrong? Most people who don't really know basketball as well or maybe still developing their IQ would think that's a great read. But this was not actually a great read because the pass was right here. Instead, he over dribbled, he missed his man, and he could have still hit him right here for an easy jump shot. Instead, he waited too long because he was so focused on the drive that it ended up being a situation where a guy closed out and was able to close out on him twice to no avail when he could have had an easy basket. But I love, once again, he's pushing that secondary break and he's attacking. He got downhill. That's an easy time to get a basket. But what should he do in this situation? Should he pass, shoot, floater? Well, if you look at this, he has a couple of different options. He has the floater first at this point, but then he has the pass right here. Instead, he commits too early. There's a great athlete playing that big position, and he gets blocked. You have to know who's going to help and who you're reading. Now, Nas makes this drive here. What should he have done differently? You could already know, or should already know, what he did wrong. He attacks, but somebody is wide open opposite side. You have to be able to make these passes to keep the defense honest, and instead he ends up taking a bad shot that's not really his shot. Now, on this play, I absolutely love it. Should he have looked for the pass, or should he attacked? Now, keep in mind, he is in a rhythm, and he's a very dominant driver. Now, for me, the answer is simple. He should keep going because nobody stopped him. When you're a great driver and no one steps in front of you, you need to keep going until they slide all the way in front. That's very important for you guys to know if you are a high-level driver. Now, in this play, it's a screen and pop situation. What is the issue, or what should have been done in this situation? Now, as soon as she gets that 2, here, boom, the ball should be out. That little second delay causes a guy to be able to get back in the picture and still be able to close out. Get it out quickly. Make sure you, as a popper, you're sprinting to spots. Once again, watch how Nas is attacking that secondary break. Now, what should he do? Attack right or attack left? Now, you should look at the big and the help and now tell you everything. The big is already sealing and the shooter is there so he can attack left, which he does, and he goes off 2 feet strong so he can absorb the contact from the primary defender. Those are the type of details that's going to help open up your game and allow you to finish better. Remember, being a great driver is not just it happens because you can finish very well. It's because you can notice the help and then read accordingly. That makes sure that nobody can block your shot. Now, look at his shot on this play. I want you guys to really study it so you guys can self-diagnose your own jump shot. He makes a good move, but his feet are turning totally to the other sideline. He's off balance, and he's leaning back early into his shot like an early Sharif Cooper, and he's almost fading away. His balance and energy are not going straight up and down, and he ends up shooting a flat ball that goes right off the front of the rim. Balance is important, and your foot is important. Your feet, your balance. Now, in this situation, what should he do? It's a great drive. He draws in multiple people and creates a deficit. But he attacks the rim. The help has to sprint to the spot. Great spacing. Now, he has only one thing to do, which is to pass to the big. The reason why Nas is a great prospect is because he draws multiple defenders, then make good reads. I love how he attacks so early and gets downhill, and now he has a decision to make. Should he pass? Should he finish? Now, keep in mind that the guy who's coming up to help is a guard. So he puts the guard in the rim by putting his body on him so he can't get a block shot. He jumps earlier, he extends the arm, and he finishes the basket. You have to be able to spot the help, know the size, know the athleticism to know what kind of finish you need to have. Once again, now, this is a time where I told you guys to do one thing, but read and think the game. He's been finishing, he's on a run. What should Nas do? Now, he does a good job at attacking with pace off this pick and roll. He draws 2. Instantly, you might look to pass. Instead, he looks to make a read move because he's been dominant going downhill, and that little bit of hesitation opens up his game to get that easy basket there. When you feel like you're on a run, whether it's the people can't guard you, stay in front of you, sometimes it's good to be aggressive and hold the ball, even if 2 people are on you when you know that they're going to go back to their original assignments. Great play there, but you guys need to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you're commenting what you want to see next, and make sure you get our new ebook. It's going to be out today. Thank you guys for watching.